This trip to New York is going to cost me $8,500 and I'm bringing my cat. Here's why. Hi everyone and welcome back. Tomorrow I'm flying to New York for a standard competition, July 3rd, and I want to break down exactly what this trip actually costs because the number surprised even me when I edited it all up. In this video, the full honest budget for one competition weekend, why I'm bringing my cat with me this time, and why this particular competition matters more than most because it's the first time since February that I get to see exactly how much my partner and I have actually grown. Let me give you the real number. Business class flight for me, it's a $900. I fly business on the long trips before a competition because I need my body to arrive rested, not cramped into an economy seat for hours before I have to perform. Right? My cat's ticket, it's another $300. Yes, he flies with me. More on that in a second. Competition entry fee for me and my partner combined, it's $5K. At this level, with multiple events and categories, the entry fees alone are significant. Hotel for 5 days. Normally, this would be more, but competition hotels offer a 50% discount for athletes. So it came out to $2,000. Hair and makeup for competition day, it's another $250. Total is $8,450. That number is real. That's not including the dress I'm wearing, which I made myself, or incidentals once we are there. This is just what it costs to show up and compete for one weekend. I want to explain the cat situation because I know it sounds unusual. I'm bringing him because I need support.
Ты молодец. Ты охуительно справляешься.
Competition weekends are intense physically and emotionally. You're performing in front of the judges, surrounded by couples who've been doing this for years, and the pressure builds for days before even step on the floor. Having him with me in the hotel room, having something familiar and calm in an environment that's otherwise all adrenaline and nerves, that matters more than people might expect. $300 for a plane ticket for a cat sounds expensive, I know, until you understand that those 5 days actually feel like from inside.
Masha.
Here's what makes this particular trip different from any other competition I've done this year. In February, my partner and I competed together for the first time as a major New York competition. It was an incredible high-level event, and we placed fifth, a brand new partnership. At that level, I was genuinely proud of that result. Since February, 4 months have passed. We've reworked and refined every single one of our 5 dancers. Not started over, refined. Techniques, timing, the way we move together as a couple. 4 months of consistent work. This competition is the only way to actually find out if that work shows. You can feel progress in the studio. You can feel more confident, more in control, more connected with your partner. But you don't actually know what that looks like against other couples. Real competition, real judges, real pressure until you're back on that floor. That's what I'm most excited about with this trip. Not just competing, measuring. Before I get to my last thought, if you've ever watched my competition journey and you're curious about the dresses I wear on stage, I design and sell my own competition ballroom gowns at irinavibestar.com. Every dress you've seen me compete in, I created. Link is in the description. Here's what I keep thinking about this trip gets closer. $8,450 is a real number. It's not a small amount of money, and I'm not going to pretend it is. But the value of this weekend isn't really measured in dollars. It's measured in the answer to one question. Did 4 months of work actually change anything? I won't know until I'm standing at the edge of that floor, in a room with some of the best standard couples in the country, waiting for the music to start. That uncertainty is uncomfortable, but it's also exactly why I do this. Because growth that you cannot test against something real isn't really growth you can trust yet. So next week I will find out. I will be filming the whole trip, the competition, what New York looks like through this lens, and how it actually feels stepping back on that floor after 4 months of work. If you want to follow along, subscribe. I post every week. And I want to know, have you ever had a moment where you finally got to test how much you've actually grown? Tell me in the comments below. And I will see you in the next video, hopefully with a great story to tell. XOXO, mwah, bye!